Hey everyone, I'm Carolyn. And today we're going to look at the present continuous tense. Now, the present continuous tense is subject plus be plus verb ing. The present continuous tense, just like we said, is, are, am plus verb ing. And when we use the present continuous tense, we're talking about what is happening right now. We always need to be thinking about is, am, or are when we make these sentences. An important thing to remember, when the subject is in the third person singular, we always use is. My sister is sleeping in the bedroom. That means right now. My mother is cooking dinner in the kitchen. Father is watching TV in the living room. Now, let's try some sentences using a plural subject. That means the verb we are using is are. My brother and his classmate are doing homework in the study. The study is a room in your house, okay? And now let's look at a sentence using the first person singular subject I. The verb can only be am. I am brushing my teeth in the bathroom. All right, that's the present continuous tense. It's not so complicated, right? Let's make it more challenging. Probably one of the hardest parts of the present continuous tense are spelling changes with the verb plus ing. So sometimes when we add a suffix, that's the back part of the word, the spelling of your word will change. But for most verbs, we just add ing. For example, sing becomes singing. S-I-N-G plus ing. Play, playing. Watch, watching. You see? We just add ing. Some verbs have a double consonant when we add ing. Although it looks complicated, it's a very simple rule. When the verb ends in a consonant, vowel, consonant, we double the last consonant before adding ing. Let's use the verb dig as an example. If you spell the verb dig, it has a consonant, vowel consonant in the end, right? So we double the last consonant, letter G, and we add ing, digging, D-I-G-G-I-N-G. Now let's look at some examples of the double consonant. Sit, sitting. So S-I-T becomes S-I-T-T-I-N-G. Run, R-U-N, becomes running, R-U-N-N-I-N-G. Stop and stopping, S-T-O-P-P-I-N-G. Here is another rule. If a verb ends in E, we drop the E and add ing. Let's look at the verb dance. So, dance is spelled D-A-N-C-E, but we don't write D-A-N-C-E-I-N-G. That's wrong. Drop the E, add ing. So the spelling becomes D-A-N-C-I-N-G. Think of the verbs write and come. They both end in E. So the present continuous form of these verbs becomes writing and coming. Let's spell coming. C-O-M-I-N-G. And that's how you add your ing with your spelling. Good! It's now time to start asking questions using the present continuous tense. First, let's take a look at these sentence patterns. The first one is be plus subject plus verb ing. Our next one is where, what, why plus be plus the subject plus verb ing. And lastly, who plus be plus verb ing. Are you surfing the internet? No, I am not. I am brushing my teeth. Is mom making dinner now? Yes, she's making dinner. What is your sister doing now? She is sleeping. Who is watching TV? Your father is watching TV. Now, there are some verbs that rarely use the continuous tense. We don't use verb ing when we talk about our feelings. Verbs such as like, love, and hate don't use ing. Other verbs like agree, mean, don't use ing. Don't use verb ing with your senses. So verbs like feel, hear, see, or smell don't use ing. Last but not least, don't use verb plus ing with verbs about thinking. So verbs like know, imagine, remember, understand, and realize don't use ing. So watch out. It's a little tricky, especially the thinking ones. But you've got this. All you need to do is give it a little practice.